Good morning. It is about 5:45 right now in the morning. Having a bulletproof. Not too much fat today. I'm doing back today, so I'm gonna take you with me. But first, coffee, a shower, get my little boy ready, and I'll see you later. You ready for school? Yeah? Let me see, you got a little bit of a little standing up right there. There you go. What are you doing? Sorry. It's because there was a stop. Here's his backpack. Love you, baby. I'll see you later, okay? Bye. Bye. Be a good boy. Okay, thank you so much. Bye. All right, everybody. We're back at the gym here. We're going to do some back work. So right now we're doing some lat push downs, and as my favorite sets and reps, 4 sets to 15 to 20 reps right here. I like to do these to activate the lats, the back muscles, and get ready to do some heavy work. Alright, moving on to the lat pull downs. The same set and rep range, 4 sets of 15 to 20. So right here I'm doing moderate to heavy and slow and controlled as I'm coming down and pausing at the contraction to get the most effectiveness there. Trying to keep everything time under tension, you know. Don't let yourself rest too much on the top or else you'll lose that burn. Alright, moving on to the close grip lat pull down. Now this one's, I really do feel it in my mid back. So the same right here goes for the sets and the reps. 4 sets of 15 to 20. And per usual, if you're a beginner, go lighter, get used to the movement. But right here I'm going moderate to heavy because I really do like working my back, and I'm stronger. That's one of my strongest body parts, my back. So here, slow and controlled as well, always pausing at the bottom, making sure that you got that time under tension there. Try not to rest too much. Alright, so the next exercise is going to be the mid row. The mid rows. I'm using a wider attachment here. This one's from home actually. I really like these guys here. The same goes. Contract at the bottom, hold and pause. Make sure you control that movement and feel every fiber of your back. You're going to feel it a lot on your rear delts and your lats. Alright, so 4 sets of 15 to 20. For beginners, you can start off with 10 to 12, lighter weight, just to get used to the movement. Alright, so the next exercise is going to be the close grip seated rows. Here we are. I was just getting into position with that wiggle right there, but yeah. So we're gonna do 4 sets of 15 to 20. This one exercise here, I'm really strong there too, so I usually just go up to 20. And it's the same here, the seated rows. I just changed the angle so you could see how I'm holding the double D hanger. The handle, I'm sorry. So remember, you're using your arms as an anchor. Try to push back, row back with your lats. Okay? Because I see a lot of people just row with their biceps. So use your back muscles, and then you stabilize yourself with the foot pads on there. So here we're going on to the... So here we are with the next exercise, the standing barbell row. At this point I'm really exhausted, so I'm gonna do 4 sets of 15 right here. And so after this exercise we're gonna go and move on to the cable machine to do some rear delts, or when I do these I work my mid back as well. So we're gonna do 4 sets of 20 here because I'm really strong in this area, and my delts in the rear are really strong as well. So I went ahead and did 4 sets of 20. And as per usual, if you're a beginner, you can start off with 10 to 12, lightweight, get used to the movement. Make sure to engage your rear delts though, okay? Alright, so now we're moving on to the Roman chair, the back extensions. Now right now I'm really tired, but usually I do use a 5 or 10 pound plate, but this time I'm just using my own body weight because my back muscles are really fatigued at this point. But this one's right here, I do 4 sets of 20, or until failure. You're really gonna... Alright, I'm gonna finish off right here with some cardio. Stairmaster for 25 minutes, and I wanted to apologize in advance for the cooking part of the video. The audio's not very well, so I'm sorry. Alright guys, we're here at CVS. I don't know if I should say that. Should I say that or not?
It'll be fine.
The pharmacy to pick up my son's medicine. He does take medication because he has to. He has some issues that we'll talk about later, but alright, I'll see you in a little bit. And we're going to pick up a couple essentials that we need, like personal hygiene products. Alright. Okay, I got my little boy's meds, and I am looking for Maybelline. I really like one of the concealers that they have. I like the one that's a yellow tone. It just looks really great. It goes well with my skin. I just gotta find the Maybelline. Let me find the Maybelline. I'm so bummed that they didn't have... Oh, there they are. Ooh, yes. My boys, my boyfriend and my son love these guys right here. The Cremo. And I couldn't find my concealer, so I'm gonna try this guy right here. I hope it's good. And then I just needed some deodorant for my little boy. Alright guys, I'm gonna show you how to make this really simple and delicious chicken. I'm gonna make a late lunch or probably slash dinner. We usually fast a little bit in the morning, so it's probably gonna be about early dinner. Okay, so skinless, boneless thighs. I'm going to do this in the oven, and for the base, I usually use avocado oil, but I ran out, so I'm going to use Bragg's olive oil and coconut aminos. For those who don't know what's coconut aminos, it's like soy sauce, but it's less sodium as well, low carb still, and I pretty much use it just to add flavor to food or to marinate. If you're keto, it's still a really good option because it's more natural, it's soy free, and it just adds flavor to food. And if you're gonna marinate, it's very trivial amounts of carbs anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with about just 3 tablespoons. You don't need much, and then we're gonna just drizzle with a little bit of olive oil just to make kind of a dressing. Alright guys, just super simple, but your chicken is gonna come out so delicious. This adds just so much flavor. I'm going to go ahead and use about 3 tablespoons of olive oil too. Now remember, a lot of this oil is probably going to run down anyways, and if you're really, you don't want to use any oil, you don't have to either. I'm just going to use 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to use these spices, which are my favorite. I used to use the Flavor God, but I just switched over to these, and the one that won me over the most was the Tennessee whiskey. I love that. I ran out, but these are really, really good, and it's only a trivial amount of carbs as well. It's about each one, all of them are the same, about 1 carb per serving. And go right there. So you can, and the ingredients are super clean, and that's what I really like. They're super clean, and it has a little bit of beet sugar in there. It doesn't have any fillers, none of that funky anti-caking stuff. So, I mean, if you cook and if you eat home a lot, you'll probably run out before it starts caking up anyway. So I'll just kind of drizzle it a little bit, just like so. Just a little bit of each. And I'll kind of just hand massage it when I'm done. I probably should have used a bigger container, but this is what I found in the meantime. This one is really awesome too, the M.O.A.B. It's kind of like a barbecue rub. This one too. These are really, really delicious on chicken. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just kind of get everything incorporated in there, you know. Let the flavors melt in there, meld. Just like so. You don't really have to get everything so, as long as they touch the bottom, which all of the juices and all of the marinade is on there. And if you really want to marinate this overnight, or just like maybe half an hour, you can do so too. And this is also delicious if you grill it. That would be my #1 preference. The only thing is that in our apartment complex, we can't use a charcoal grill, which is my favorite. We have a Nomad, so we have to put it away until our lease is up and see what happens. But we do have gas grills, but it's not quite the same. Wouldn't you agree, Chad? Oh, yeah. It's not quite the same. We like that charred, delicious flavor. You can, and that's it. The chicken is already marinated, so you can see the color on there. You could dump it in here or line it up as so and just cook it how it is, or you can marinate it overnight. Or if you want to add any other flavorings, any other spices, you can do so. But these are my favorite. So I'm just gonna start lining up my chicken. And if you want to just top it off once you have them all lying here in your sheet pan, you can just top it off with a little bit more seasoning if you like. Really simple. I keep my meals super, super simple because then it becomes a chore if you start doing things that are like too many ingredients, very time consuming. I would like to spend most of my time with my family, with my workouts, the more important things in my life, you know. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Super simple. And then I'll go ahead, after I put this in the oven, I'll go ahead and show you how I make my salads. There is one thing that you guys are probably going to love for me to show you because it's a game changer. Especially if you love some sort of nut or seed in your salads. Which me, I love roasted almonds. And if you haven't roasted your almonds, I'm going to show you how to roast the almonds, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven right now. And I'll be back with the roasting of the almonds. So I like to put my chicken in at 360 for 45, okay guys? So that's my preference. If you want to put it at 350 for 45, that's up to you. The thing is that I like the little fat around it to be nice and crispy. Okay guys, well this is just slivered almonds. I got these from Aldi's. They're just raw slivered almonds. And what I like to do is I'm gonna probably make all of these guys just to store them. Just to store them in my jar for later use because I really, really love the flavor of roasted almonds in my salad. So all you do, put it about medium heat, and just start slowly roasting them. As soon as you start seeing that they're browning, just toss them around, toss them around. And so it's very, very easy. And if you want, you can add a pinch of salt. I'm going to add just a tiny pinch. And my favorite salt, of course, red mints. For all you keto low carbs out there, good electrolytes. Red mint sea salt. I got the one in the rock, and I just grind it a little. So I'm just going to go ahead and roast these up, and I'll show you the final product. Alright, so these are pretty much ready already. This is what you want to do when you're roasting them. Just move them around. You can put them down a little bit, but keep them moving so they won't burn on you, okay? So that's pretty much what you're looking for. Nice and golden. It smells so good in here. It smells like roasted nuts. Alright, so I'm going to let this cool to the side here, so I can put away some in my white jar and then save some for the salad. And I'll be right with you for the salad. Alright guys, I'm going to make the salad now. Because who doesn't like to save time on chopping prep? From Aldi's, just a packaged salad. It's a garden salad. I like this one. I really like that crunchy salad. I don't really like romaine so much. Kale is kind of bitter. And just this lets all your flavors just be better, you know, with a neutral tasting lettuce. So I'll just dump this all in here, and later I'll toss it all in there. What I like to put in my salad, like I mentioned before, spring onions and coriander. Also from Aldi's, these guys right here. So I'm going to go ahead and chop a couple of these onions, spring onions, and some cilantro / coriander. How pretty that is. I'm just going to use a little rinse. So I'm going to just make the salad while the chicken is cooking. It'll be done in a couple minutes. And then I'll go ahead and show you how I incorporate everything together. But yeah, pretty much I like to cut my spring onions in half, slice them down in half so I can get very tiny bits and pieces of the onion and the salad, you know, so you can get a little bit in every bite. It just makes everything so much more flavorful. I only use 2, but it's up to you. If you really like spring onions, you can use more. I just like to have everything in a balance, not overpower one against the other ingredient there. So I think this is good enough for that little packet. And this is enough for like 3 people. Me and my boyfriend, we love salads. So we'll do that. And I'm going to rinse off the cilantro too. Now, if you don't like cilantro or spring onions in your salad, you can always omit that and put your favorite vegetable or your favorite. You can put parsley, any other herb if you want. Sometimes I use dill. I use dill when I'm gonna make salmon, so that goes really well together. Just toss all this in here. Oh, that's my oven. Just letting me know that it's alive and kicking. I also like to add some bell pepper for the crunch as well, and plus you get some vitamin C in here. These are also from Aldi's. Everything here I'm pretty much using is from Aldi's. I actually did a food haul for Aldi's, and I kind of posted the price on there too. So Aldi's is becoming a thing now. I mean, I only started going there for, I don't know, about a year, and they have really good quality stuff and much cheaper than Sprouts or, I mean, I don't know about Costco because we're only a family of 3 here. I don't think we need to actually go there and buy bulk because I like my stuff pretty fresh anyways. But yeah, Aldi's is the way to go if you guys want to save money. We're always on a budget here, so that's a really good place to go. So I just do 1 bell pepper here. You know, slice it up in tiny little, not too tiny, but enough to get a bite in every forkful. So we'll just top it all in here. I got a little bit on the cap, so I'll just use that as well. Because we don't waste around in this house, right? There's no wasting food here. Or at least try not to. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very simple. Also, I do make my own dressing because like I said before on my other video, I do not like seed oils. I'll probably eat it by mistake or unwillingly, if we go out to eat or anything and it's there, well, you know, I'll just have to live with it. But whenever I can, I will not consume it. It's so bad for you. They're so rancid, and if it smokes at high heat, that means everything has been destroyed there, and it just becomes this toxic substance for your body. So I would not recommend it. Just rinsing off my tongs a little here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to toss this a little, see, like that. Just toss everything, just incorporate everything in there. Also, I do use one spice from the feast mode as well. This one right here. It's a red wine vinegar. I am going to be adding this one to my my little dressing I'm going to make. But I won't add the dressing till later. I'll just show you how to make the dressing. That's about it. We want everything to be nice and fresh. We don't want the lettuce to get all soggy with the oil. I will add some of this here. It's a feta cheese. It's organic. This one is from Sprouts, and I really love this brand. It's just so delicious. It's so good. You have that nice savory creaminess. Now I've actually made this salad with some berries in there, actually blackberries or raspberries, and you get this nice little raspberry vinaigrette flavor. So you could do that as well, like a summer salad. It's really delicious. So I'm just gonna go ahead and crumble in some feta cheese in there, you know, a little feta cheese, and I'm gonna toss it again. A little bit goes a long way, especially if you are on a calorie deficit, you know. You just want to add it for flavor, not so much to overpower because remember, every calorie counts. Even if you're on keto, even if you're just doing a standard diet, whatever kind of diet you're into, vegan, paleo, calories in, calories out. This is my preference of way of eating. I really love having my meats. I like having a little bit more fat rather than more carbohydrate, and I have been doing this for 3 years, and I feel great. My skin, my hair, everything is just so much better from all the good fats. That's another thing. You have to eat good fats, good quality fats, not just whatever kind of fat. Like I mentioned, seed oils, which are super bad for you. I like using ghee, olive oil, and coconut oil. Those are my 3 favorites. Alright, so I'm going to toss in a little bit of pepper here. I just use peppercorns. I love a little bit of pepper on my salad. Just so the flavors will start melding together, you know. And there you have it. I think this little guy right here is too thick. I'm going to cut it up a little bit. Alright, so for the dressing, let me get this little slab of bamboo out. Get yourself a little mason jar like this, just a tiny one like that. Okay, so I am going to measure this out. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, good quality olive oil. And this one's not going to go on heat, so it's going to have all its properties. Nothing's going to be destroyed. I do like me a little bit of coconut aminos. Just a half a tablespoon is good enough. And remember, we're going to drizzle this. We're not going to like slather it. I usually do it when I serve my salad, so that way you won't get all those extra calories in there. We'll do some black pepper. You can do this to taste. A little pinch of the Himalayan, just a little twist, not too much. And balsamic. Sorry guys, I had to squat down and look for this guy here. Balsamic vinegar. This one is from, actually I got this brand. Never seen it before, but since it was very, very low carbs, I got it. I got it at, what is it? Grocery outlet. There you go. Half a tablespoon of this one too. Alright, and I forgot to mention, I'm going to be adding this to the salad too. Artichoke hearts, and these are in water. These are in water, so that it has no nasty oils. It just adds really good flavor, again, and fiber. Alright, so that's it right there. We only need a little bit. So after that, just give it a really good shake. Really good shake. There you have it. See, everything incorporated together. And then what you're going to do with this is what I do. Just to keep it, you know, on the safe side, grab yourself a little spoon and drizzle on your salad, because then you'll go too far. And then these guys will be added at the end. So I'll show you how the end product looks when everything is done and the chicken is all ready. Alright? Alright, the chicken is ready. Look at that crispiness right there. That little burnness is probably from the balsamic, from the little amount of sugar it has in there, but there it is. It's still sizzling. Alright guys, I have about 4.5 ounces of chicken here that I'm going to cut into strips. Now I wanted to tell you that I only eat about 3 times a day. I do include my bulletproof coffee as a meal, as a light meal. It depends. If I put more fats in there, I probably will skip lunch and I will fast until dinner and I'll have a snack at night. Yeah. But that's pretty much how my style of eating. I pretty much eat when I'm hungry. And if I do eat, I do have a diet that's higher in fat and lower in carbs. Now, if I want to eat more fats, I lower the carbs to almost 0. And if I eat just protein and slightly a little bit of fat, I'll probably have a little bit more carbs in the form of a vegetable. So there we have it there. Not as a form of a starch, just a vegetable. Now, it's because a lot of people make the mistake of eating too many carbs on the low carb or keto diet. Now, I try to fill up on a lot of salad, so I add plenty of that so I can get a little fiber and fullness so I can be satiated. And then here comes the artichokes that I forgot to put inside the salad, but that's a good thing because since it has liquid, I don't want my salad to be all mushy. I usually add like the salad dressing or anything that's a little bit more wet at the end. Sometimes, yeah, I just at the end. But I do add these at the end as well because then they'll get mushy on you. You'll lose that crunch. So now, nuts are very far to get away, you know, to go crazy with. So here's about a tablespoon. Okay, if you want to do less, you could do half, or just to accentuate the flavors. But I like to do about maybe a tablespoon, like so, because I am going to get some fats from the chicken too. Now remember, you have to be mindful of your fats. So there you have it. Right there. Simple, easy, super delicious. And then I'm going to add the dressing as well. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way, especially when you got all these flavors here. And now if you want to eat this and just toss it all in there, that's what I do. I'm just doing this for aesthetic reasons. But I am a kind of person that that will put all my food in a bowl. I'll mix it all up and eat it. It's all going into the belly anyways. Like my boyfriend says, it don't matter. See how that goes right there? Remember, for each tablespoon of any fat that you add or eat, it's 130 calories. Roughly estimated. Between that to 10 calories more. 130, 140. It says so in the back of the bottle of the fat, so watch out for that. Because if you add too much, then you go over your calories, and that's when people start saying, why am I not losing fat? Why am I gaining or I'm staying at the same weight? Now, if you exercise a lot, if you lift a lot, you might be gaining. You might just be adding muscle. And if you see your body change, that's a great indicator that you probably are. And there it is right there. Okay? All right, don't forget to measure your food. Don't forget to adjust your macros. Don't forget to eat plenty of protein so you can be satiated. And this is pretty much what I eat almost every day. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Enjoy.